Welcome back. I'm Chakax. We'll be continuing our Vampire Knight SOVL run. We're just winding up to the final part of Act 1 here. One little battle to go and clean up before the boss. As we said, I've realised as we've gone ahead we're playing a rather novel run here where there's none of the usual skeletons or zombie hordes. It's all undead menagerie. So I think we'll continue that theme as we play through. Bandit gang. Okay, so we'll put the bat in the extreme flanks again. What are the dire claws and the moon claws? D and M. Dire claws and moon claws. That's nice. Right, and then we have the giants. Rothok the behemoth. I'm going to call you Little G. It's going to be a bit annoying. In fact, I'm actually going to go in with the bats more centralised there because they can even move around while these can't. Real good solution there. So unit handgunners that we can run the skeleton knights at. I can probably hit both of these into that and I can start pestering these, no problem. So I'm going to make sure that the bats aren't the closest target for the... Careful, you don't want to get unnecessarily flank charged there, so just move just close enough to get into range, which is there. Twist a bit to make sure they can't reach us. They're going to get around fully off on us, but it's going to be relatively weak, so we'll be okay. What I might be able to do is be a bit cheeky here and get a double flank. No, I don't quite have the movement, I'm afraid. That's a front charge, isn't it? And we might as well just... I guess what we... if I unholy vigored myself now that I've finished moving, do I get the extra 3 movement points? Let's test it. So I've used it all, so let's see if do I get 3 more now? I do now get 3 more, that's cute. Which will now be enough to get me into the rear. Yeah, now I'm in rear arc. Piece of cake. You couldn't quite see me. I did that perfectly. Start. I think I have boulder throw with this giant now, which is nice. So let's just get closer. I cast rock. Take that, one guy. Myself, just to give myself the option of charging that where I so inclined. I think they can quite reach him. I don't think so. You can start coming up here. Okay, they have pretty great range, these giants. Still a front charge, annoyingly. No, I'm not going in this turn, so don't worry about it. This volley. Take 1 wound, that's fine. And now the bats. So I'm going to side charge them there. The problem is if I don't charge something else in, I'll probably end up taking it head on, so it may be worth sending the bats in as well. So, just about see them, it's not too far. And then the bats here, not a lot I can do because this is no way I'm going to get to the side even with their great move speed. Say that. I might actually be able to do this. I'll just go back a tiny bit. Don't need to twist that much. So I can definitely see them. I think I'm inside. I've been using the wrong one. I've been using the... Yeah, they've got... there, so they can see those, and they're in pretty clear they're inside arc. The downside to doing this, of course, is that if they charge first, I won't be able to intercept, because they can, of course, see me. So that's... might be a bit disastrous. Let's be a bit careful about that. So you have to do something like that instead, which is in front arc, so it's not going to work, I'm afraid. So never mind, we'll let that go. Just start moving up here to deal with these later. Okay, here we go. I'm going to charge us there. I think I can wipe out that unit, no problem. I'll take the ranged unit head on, that shouldn't be too difficult. And I'll leave that for now. The bats could probably break them, but why take the risk and get multiple units into support? I'll do this, which is a bit silly. I'm going to delay a turn by doing something else, so just give... the only unit I can do it on is the zombie side, so just give them some some more movement. That'll force him to move, and now I know exactly where to position. So I think we can presume that this is going to be a wipeout here, so I'm going to send one of these over here. The bats kill this unit. Side arc, no problem. Yeah, so rear and side, that's enough to guarantee. And this one, we could probably just wait for a little bit of support, so we'll just rock and then move ourselves out of the way. Great rock throw. Fairly easy combats here. Sylvana hits all 3 times. Kill one of them. The bats. Kill another one. They only hit back once, so they can't kill one even if they take a wound. That's okay. And then the knights kill another one. Well, again, taking 1 wound on 2 wounded models is no problem. They're destroyed completely because of the whole surrounded thing. The knights here kill 6. They do take that one. I suspected they would, but it's better than letting them just shoot at me over and over again. And they're off the field. So we go side charge, rear charge, and we'll wait until one of these units can come support us so we can completely finish this. Why send 1 unit in when you can send 3? So they're going to turn. Fine, so I'll probably be able to get you to the side. Yes, that's side arc. Yes, it is, and we can clearly see them. I'll get you to this side. One more rock. Another one. Very nice. And then we'll send. Done. Yep. You'll come for you. I mean, they're already probably in range, but why not just move up to be rude about it? Shadow bolt them. No one needs movement. There we got 1 more. That's actually a good thing because now we get less attacks in the side arcs. So everyone's in range, good. And then this one will just swing around here to in case they're still fighting back. We probably won't charge that because it'll be in front. I don't anticipate that they'll still be there. Don't move the back, good. And the giant kills 3 more. They run. It's not a surround, so they get to run away, but good enough. Yeah. They're wavering already. In that case, I'm not going to send the bats in because you might actually lose the guy. I'm happy to send the giant and the knights in. Even if they do a wound to that, it will just heal it anyway. And we'll just ignore all of that. It's fine as it is. Be a bit clever here, so you don't have to just skip the strategic phase entirely. We don't care about anything rummaging around. Okay, so seal doesn't bounce us off annoyingly. The giant rolls 4 6s just to be a bit of a show off. They do nothing to the giant, saw that coming. And then the knights kill him on the 2. They have to roll pretty incredibly to hold. Going to rout this turn anyway. Yeah, whereas ordinarily they get 2 attacks into the bats, which have a good odds of killing one because they have much better strength and skill than our bats. Couple levels, it's nice. So Sylvana leveled. Right, we are just about to go into a shop. With Shadowbolt doing, it's really not what she's there for, but so I think I'm going to take Recruiter to improve the strength of whatever I buy. Her original Skeleton Knight unit is leveled. I can increase the size. Actually, I'm going to take skill. They're designed to engage in combat. They're actually hitting units. So. And then Little G, a normal giant leveled. Again, extra skill is great. Going from 3 to 4 is a nice break point. So we'll take the easy gold, which is maxed. You're 4 plus a character, which I think that's fine. And I think 5 is perfectly serviceable as a unit. So we'll take all gold, which is great timing for the shop. Right. So I can't afford a dragon. No bone dragon for us, I'm afraid. I'm not particularly interested. So you could take the necromancer and his skeletons. The reason I'm not immediately sold on that is the necromancer has abilities that synergize well with having lots of zombies and lots of skeletons. We don't have any. So you're effectively paying a premium for a really weak combat character and another unit of skeleton knights, which is fine, but it's not the best use of our gold. I think I'm going to instead devote this turn to going pretty nuts on upgrades instead, because you can do a lot of lance and shield, and I see a lot of stuff I want to buy. Yeah, okay, I'm devoting myself to upgrades. So the lance and shield for the knight squads is a instant purchase because it's just a flat upgrade on what we have. Oh, you can also buy putrid stench for the normal giant, like the big. So that's 165, which will lead us with what? I'm just going to do it. It's just a good purchase out of hand. 56 left. Swiftness for the dread knights so they can get there faster. Curse standard for the skeleton knights is pretty good. I'm not really struggling for movement speed. I think I'm fine, and I can augment it if I desperately had to. So I would think the curse standard for the skeleton knights is the way to go. Because they're the one unit that could use a little bit extra teeth. Shroud target units count as being cover. I mean, I could just use a durable like undead giant unit as just a scapegoat. So I'm going to take this, and I'm happy with that. So we went all in with the upgrade your stuff like crazy approach, which I'm fine with. The one random event. It's a tomb. Right. This is the scenario where you would actually like quite a few low ranking units. Because I'm going to send guys into a tomb and they're going to come back out with gold, but they risk dying. Losing models on elite units is obviously a big hassle, to the point where I'll probably just leave it, because it's not worth me losing any of these guys to scrounge a bit of gold. So I send in one thing, with like one unit of knight skeleton, I should see if I get anything out of it. There you go, that's fine, better than nothing. I'm not going to risk any more than that. It's going, so we get the bats. No one's going to level off of this, so 2 bats. Savannah and a Dread Knight upgrade, Skeleton Knight, and the 2 Flavors of Giant. There's another Undead, Marius the Undying. D and M on the flanks. Little G and the Undead and the Dreaded Monstrosity sort of in the centre. This will be the kind of holding force we'll put. And then our knights on the not quite so extreme flank. So, reasonable. Right, we've got dogs. So it's a lot of low ranking rubbish units that we're going to have to chew our way through. So I'm going to wait for the dogs to move so I can flank them with the bats and wipe them out. These we're going to want to get a flank charge. So let's buy time with some of these central units that aren't necessarily going to be doing anything. And I'm happy just to stand there and throw some rocks around. Take that. Double 1. Good start. Squish a skeleton. Excellent. They've moved a unit. Am I going to be able to get all the way around there to catch them? Probably not. In fact, if I wanted to, it would probably be worth me. I could try if I can unholy vigor myself and get all the way around there. Worth a go. Can't twist at all. You'll hit the building. Past these, but I can't quite see them. Go further back and twist more. Yes, I can. I made it. So the only thing that might scupper me is being able to draw a straight line to them, but I think I'm okay. The only thing that might get in the way now is these zombies coming around, but I should be fine enough to be safe. Okay, let's have this giant advance. Again, I'm just going to keep rock throwing the same unit. Slightly better. Yeah, the undead giant's a better shot than the normal one, apparently. Good, they came forward. We would probably send the bats over this way, because that unit should be able to handle that easily enough. I can't actually get over this terrain. It's just a bit too big, so I'm going to go around the long way. It's annoying. There's no way I can get there and get a cheeky side charge into them and pin them in the centre, is there? That's still going to be a front arc. Yeah, I can't my way into the corner, get away with it, so we're going to have to leave it to them on their own. Shouldn't be too hard, honestly. Say that, but they're not exactly 4, 4, 6. There'll be 6 on the charge. Their defense 5, so 3s. Our skill is better. They are undead, so they're not going to hold. They're going to tank that and just hold us forever, but we should eventually attrition to victory. So I really need more attacks on Countess here. She's not doing great in terms of damage output. I case, I might sacrifice the unit of bats to kind of future turn to make sure I get some more. Charge it with 2 units to really attrition it down in effective time frame. I can't do that. Can't get away with that, I'm afraid. That's as good as I can get, and it's not going to be. No, I can't do it. Let's just give up. I'm going to have to leave you to it, Sil. Come over here and help with one of these other units. That doesn't matter, and we've got 1 unit left. We outlasted the dogs. I think I'll send you to the side of those zombies. Again, you want to be careful about doing this because you're going to end up getting recharged by their irritating units. There's not a whole lot I can do about that, really. So I can see them, and I'm pretty sure it's majority side dark, which is great. I wanted them to do that. I'll get you up here into their side. If I get stuck on terrain, apparently. There we are, perfect. Managed it. The trick with undead units is you want to hit them from 2 ends, so they can't turn around and start their irritating endless attrition strategy, which is pretty much all they've got. Which is exactly what we're not doing, just because we're outnumbered, but never mind. Go ahead and unload bigger, because what am I saving it for? You're not going to catch it. The worry is that this one will be able to catch them. I am going to go ahead and curse standard this turn just to get through that as quickly as possible. I think they can still see us, so if I'm still stuck here, they'll be able to side charge me, which is a bit of a pain in the neck. So what are we going to do about that? Send the bats over. Inevitably come over here and help with that because they'll still be there. I'll probably have the giant tie this up because there's still going to be there, we can already tell. Yep, more casualties from the rocks is good. And now you. Ideally I'd get to a position where I could hit. Can I get around the long way? I can see them, but it's questionable whether or not I can draw a direct line of sight. To be honest, I definitely can't. I'll end up getting trapped on this unit. The tightest I can go is to there. The problem is if you go too tight, you just end up. If I swing around further, you don't have the movement to actually catch them. Also, this movement range is deceptive because I've put Unholy Vigor on him. In the charge phase, it will shrink back down to its regular size, which is going to be less than this, I'm afraid. So it's not going to work. What we have to do then is just take. Throw the rock at this one, have a chance. Great. 3 5s. Try and use boss and then start navigating my way around here. So. Still hits and then does 1 wound. The knights do another 4, and then they do. Okay, we still took a damage despite the fact we only on a 1. So we're not even halfway through. This is going to take a while, I'm afraid. The bats wipe them out. Nothing back, saw that coming. The dogs are akin to the bats, where they're just a ultra fast strike unit, but they can't take hits at all. Lose nothing to the zombies because their damage output is dismal. Slowly going to start working our way through that unit. Now, can they see me to charge me is the crucial bit. It doesn't seem so. I think I got away with it. Send you in. Oh, I guess I could run around 1 more turn and throw a couple more rocks at them. That seems reasonable. Charges I want to do. No problem. Unholy Vigor this again. Stare right at me, are you? Okay, throw a rock. Good throw. Another 4. So we've pretty much wiped out the unit without having to engage it in combat. Side. They're going to come around chasing the bats, it seems, which is questionable. I'm happy to just give this skeleton the run around. Rocket this one. Another one. I can see, even if I want to charge, I can. And we'll begin to bring the bats over here. Probably charge that unit if I wanted. Okay, so this is going to be a bit of a slog now because we've lost our charge bonus. Statistics-wise, we should prevail because it's even more of a slog for them. So the majority of the damage is going to be done by crumbling. Our knights, another 4 zombies, 1 wound back, and the bats, another 3. So between this and crumbling, we should be clear next turn. No problem. Send the giant in. Probably send all of these in. I could even charge that, were you so inclined? I mean, I'm not. Think carefully. If I charge both of these in, he's then going to turn and get a side charge on us for free. So it's actually not very smart. Instead, you'd be better off kiting these around, waiting for these to finish up, and then surrounding these units as well. Just going to pass, see what they do. Yeah, they're going to waste their own turn. Fine with that, off we go. Comes forward, wasting his time. So we should next turn, in theory, be able to get both multi-charges on both of these units, because we'll have these 2 free to work with. As the giant, I presume. Still does no damage. Way to go. And our Dread Knights do nothing. Great start. And we draw. Yeah. Really not great without the charge, these units. Let's kill 2 more zombies, take no damage back, and the bats presumably they don't finish the last one, but they have to crumble at least 1, so we will manage it, and they do. No more, no less, as expected. The White Lord hits once, and does no wound to our giant. Giant hits 4 times, squishing them. The White Lord's still alive, so he'll crumble. Presumably he'll just... Oh no, he has Eternal Reign, so he crumbles 1 less than usual. So he actually holds. And then he also regenerates all his wounds at the end of the turn. So the ultimate in just being a persistent bugger there. I'm not going to skip phase, that would be pretty silly. So we'll instead think about how we're going to do this. He's going to turn to face that unit, presumably. So I'm going to send you right up here. Not that far. Twist so you can see them. He's going to turn to face that unit. So we'll have... I would rather he go into the side and the bats go into the rear. Actually, let's try and stage this out. So he's going to turn this way, we hope. In which case I can have these into the side and then these 5 and go into the rear. Can I reach the rear with this unit of bats? I can get over, no problem. And I can turn to it. Great, so I can do rear and side there. Piece of cake. He'll turn that way, which is fine. Again, we'll go straight over and turn. So that's side, rear. And then here we'll go side, rear. You completely nullify these big skeleton warrior blocks by surrounding them. Still does no damage again. Oh, we did great hit rolls from these time. They kill 1. Way to go. They still take no damage back. Crumble 1. Slowly but surely, there's only 2 left. Their lord hits 0 times because he's forced to reroll. Our giant hits twice, dealing 1 wound. So if he rolls a 3 to crumble, no, stuck there forever. He'll regenerate to full. Great. Love fighting undead. Intercept. Surround and squash. And that's it. Everything is tied and bogged down in combat somewhere. Still does no damage again. To be fair, it's not her fault. They're making great saves. 1 wound from the knights. Take no back, so we win. Crumble 3 and disappear. Yay, there we go. Only took, what, 5 turns? Their White Lord hits 0 times. Giant hits twice. 1 wound. Again, if he rolls a 3, he's dead. Nope. 1 minus 1 is 0 crumbling. He's fine. Our skeleton knights kill 6 skeletons. Take no damage back. And the bats kill another 2. So we'll just crumble them some more. We're already halfway there. Okay, and the giant does 1. Gets no damage back, and the bats 5. And by 8, we're not even halfway there with this one. Oh, this is going to take... I mean, what will probably happen is we'll win by enemy routes than actually picking off any of these units. I'm not going to interrupt the honourable 1v1 with our character here. Instead, I'm going to have you send this one over to help deal with that. I won't charge that even though I can. I'd rather see how that concludes on their own. He did a wound to us at last. 2 hits. Again, we're really struggling to hit. We're only doing maybe 2 each time. That's the bottleneck there. 4 more. We lose a skeleton knight. Bats kill another. Wow, bats went absolutely nuts in retribution. Giant kills 2, or the undead giant rather. Takes no damage back. The bats kill another 3. And yeah, they are routing this turn. So there you go, we never saw the end of it. The White Lord actually held up against the giant forever. And did a wound. Hey, maybe he, after a million turns, he may attrition the giant to death. That's what a more traditional undead army functions like. They're just there forever. You'll never get rid of them. But I think ours is a little bit more fun. So gold on the full health units easily enough. This unit Skeleton Knights has lost enough, so I'm happy to take 2, and then this is still viable at its size, so there we are. That's the end of Act 1. So I think we'll stop there. We'll roll into Act 2 with the next part. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed that, do like and subscribe. It seriously helps out small channels of this size. I deeply appreciate it. If you have any feedback for what you'd like to see or kind of commentary on the games themselves, then do feel free to leave a comment. I'm delighted to engage. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Chuckaxe. I'll see you next time.